Hi, welcome to 50 Plus Tech. Today we are going to unbox the sounds like used, Liectroux Robotic Vacuum C30B. It's Wi-Fi. It does both wet and dry vacuuming. I paid $214 for it on Newegg. I believe it was near $400 regular, so I jumped on the sale. There was a sale because I've been wanting to get a robotic vacuum for my mom and I, just to make it easier. That and my little dog is really terrified of vacuums, so I thought this might solve a couple problems, making sure that he was not too terrified of the vacuum cleaner and that we could run it without too much trouble. So I decided to go ahead and get one because I hadn't owned one before. And I purchased the View because it was on sale on Newegg. And let's see, I'm not married to this one in particular, but I wanted to give it a go and see. And honestly, I ran into a few issues, and we'll talk about that on the next video. But on this one, I just kind of want to show you what comes in the box. I'll give you some initial impressions, and then the next video that I do will be a full-on, it works really well for this, it doesn't work well for that, don't get it in these particular instances. And this is not sponsored. I bought the thing myself. I bought it for my mom and I, so I will let you know how it's going. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I went ahead and did the unboxing in the front room because I don't have a lot of flat space to do it here for something that size. So I did it on my living room table, my kitchen table, and my mom had her Hallmark in the background, so I just dumped all of the audio from that. And so I'm going to talk over the top of it to the best of my ability. If you have questions about anything, if I go too fast, if you don't understand what the different items are and I forget to tell you about it, please let me know. It helps me a lot because then I can improve on the next video that I do. So I really appreciate that. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and I'm going to start up the video. And so the first thing I'm doing is opening up the box that it came in. This is the actual, what it shows up in on your doorstep. Okay. Again, don't mind all the stuff in the background. I did pretty good. I kind of kept, we got a bunch of stuff. I just pushed everything on the kitchen table over. Okay, so this is just the box that it comes in. Model C30B. Let's see, what else do we need to know about that? I'll show you in a second. Oh, in the next video, I'll also show you how to set it up with the app, which I have found was actually a challenge. So, right, and there's the information on the side about its diameter and its wattage and things like that. I'll put some text on there. If that's not readable, I'll put a little text on the side when I'm done, so you can see it. And okay, man, Donna, you take a long time to open packages, don't you? Open it up. Okay. Well, while that's opening, you like my COVID hair? I got my COVID hair, quarantine hair, 112 degrees in the shade hair. All went up. It's too darn hot. Okay, and now we got everything's packaged all nice, and there wasn't anything broken in there. Okay, and a little hat for my vacuum. All right, there's the little instruction booklet. I have that here as well. You see it? Okay. I've got it here, so I forgot me. I said, I don't know why I showed you guys the inspection card. One of these days, I'm going to look back at this and... Okay, so there's the booklet. It comes with all the information in multiple languages as per usual. Where all the bits go. I've been able to use it a bit. I haven't used it as much as I'd like to. And there's the actual vacuum. The Liectroux. It sounds like used. I'll tell you a funny story in a second when we get to that part. Okay. It's not too heavy. It's it's not light, but it's not super heavy either. So if you have any strength issues with a parent, take that into consideration. It wasn't super heavy, but it's not. I couldn't even tell you how many. Maybe it says in here how many pounds. I'll check. I'll put it up there. I mean, how much it weighs and whether it's going to be something that's going to be a challenge for a parent who is aging in place and might be using something like this. So we will see. Yeah. Okay, so that's the bottom of it. I forgot. I'll show you in a second. That's a little spinner thingies. That is where, that's the actual gathers all the dust catcher. And that thing is what it uses to bump into, to let it know where to go, where to turn. All the sensors and stuff are in there. And the little sweepy things, the little spinners, what do they call them? What are they called? Those spinnies? Side brushes. So you get like 4 of those, and then you get a little cleaning brush, which I've actually had to use, so I'll tell you about that in a little bit as well. I've had to use that particular thing. The plug. I think it's a 3.5. I believe so. I'll tell you in a second. Yeah, I think so. And that is the other bin that you put the water in. I'm going to have to show you the other. Hey, look, there's more of those side brushes. You get about 4 of them. And you put 2 or 3. Is it 3? I believe it's 3. I'll have more information in the next video too, but this is just taking it out of the box. I'm still learning how to use it. So that's the water thing. If you take that little blue cloth off of the top, there's a little hole you can stick the water in. And then you remove the dust catcher and you put that one in. And then it will, I haven't tried mopping the floor, that'll be in the next one. Okay, and that's your base for charging it. And I have tested whether or not it goes back to the base, and it does very well. Okay, and that goes, the plug goes on the side there, right there. You plug your plug in, you plug it into the wall. We're gonna have a video just for setting up the app, and the Wi-Fi was a challenge. So I will show you on the next one as well. Here's the remote that's on you. It actually works like an RC in a sense, because you can use those arrows up and down to move the vacuum wherever you want it. I mean, it has an auto where it'll go in back and forth, and clean everything back and forth. But if you have a specific area you want to get and you don't need it to be on auto, and then you can use this little remote to kind of move it around. I was chasing my dog with it a little bit. And then there's a secondary mop head. So that's pretty good. And that's a washable filter that you put in there. You can take it out, you can wash it and put it back in. Take it out, wash it, put it back. I've already used it a couple times. So that works really well. and I like it. Okay. And that is pretty much the unboxing. And like I felt like I had to show you more about the, I'm doing a review of my own unboxing. Just need to make sure, since I don't have one of those fancy cameras, I'm going to turn it around instead of turning the camera around the outside of the base. But that's the base where the vacuum cleaner goes. And what else am I doing there? The filter, plug, all those side sweepers. I think it's 4 side sweepers. We'll have a discussion about the side sweepers after too. Remote cleaner. It cleans out all of the things. And I believe that is it. Oh, I remember I went and put that thing so you could see it. The vacuum. Robot vacuum so you can see all the sides of it. It's a decent sized, and I found that it's done some pretty decent stuff. GoPro, stop recording. So I did this unboxing a couple weeks ago, and I will talk about this more when we're doing the Wi-Fi setup and some of the things that I've dealt with. But my first impressions, it works relatively well. I was surprised by the fact that it would not, I have one of those rugs, and you'll see at the beginning of the video, I have one of those rugs that have black borders or squares with different colors, red, gray, etc., etc. I cannot get that thing to vacuum that rug. Every once in a while it'll go over the black line. Most of the time it won't. So I am probably going to get a different rug. But I had a friend of mine tell me who had a different robot vacuum and had a rug not exactly like mine, but a lot like mine, that had the black borders, that had no problem with the borders. So I'm going to take a look and see if there are any issues going forward with this. I went and did some research to find out whether or not there was something I could do. And the only solution, if you have a rug that has black borders or dark borders, is the things on the outside. Oh gosh, what are they called? Of course, I'm losing my words. What are they called? Sensors. The sensors on the outside, you can either put tape on the sensors, or you can take apart this thing and take the sensors out. And those are not options for me. So I think our initial solution is going to be, we want to get a different rug anyway, is try a different rug without the black borders and see if that works. If not, I might be shopping for another vacuum. It does work really well on my granite floors. I've had no issues with that, but the problem we have is I have a 1,400 square foot house, and most of it is this granite floor, which is great, but I put in that rug that's in the living room because my mom is 76 and she has mobility issues and she's concerned about falling on my granite floor. So I bought the rug to make her feel a little bit more secure, because it doesn't really bother me. If I can't have a rug in the middle of the granite floors that this thing will vacuum, then that could be an issue, because I'd like to be able to schedule it. I haven't been able to schedule it. I'd like to be able to schedule it 1 o'clock in the morning, do the floors, you know, and then maybe the next day do the mopping of the floors. So far I haven't been able to get that to work yet. So I will do a follow-on video with more information, like how to set up the app, and let you know if I have any success with this. If there's anything, I did so much research after because I was really disappointed I couldn't just turn it on and go, because the rug is right in the middle. And so it will try to go up on it, it will cry because it thinks it's falling off, and it gets hair stuck. That's the other thing I was going to say. Those little spinners do not like super thick hair. So again, I haven't made a final decision on this. I'm going to give it a chance, but there is a chance that I might be looking for a different one. So again, I'll give it another 2 to 4 weeks, and I will do some clips, and I will let you guys know if this is something you want to buy for your mom or your grandma or whomever, because they don't need to be dealing with something that isn't just going to turn on and then go ahead and vacuum the house. The whole idea was to be able to not have to worry about it, and it's been a bit of a challenge, and it could be me. So I'm going to give it 2 to 4 weeks to try and figure it out. But definitely, if you have got dark borders or dark rugs or whatever, this thing does not like them and will not work on them. And going around, it doesn't do that. Now I can sit there with the remote and go boop, 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 you know, make it go by the remote. The one big positive that makes me want to find a really good one of these vacuums is that my dog, who is terrified of vacuum cleaners, has no issue. Follows it around, snips it, no problem. Hey, hello dude, how you doing? So we will see. I will see you in the next video. I hope this helped a little bit, at least gave you an idea of what you get. And the next video, I will give you more impressions, and then I will let you know if I'm going to wind up buying another one. We will see. And thank you so much for watching. And I hope I see you in the next video. Have a great week. Thank you. GoPro, stop recording.